Hi everyone, this is Sarah Haase, here to talk to you about my half-day workshop that's coming up at SharePoint Fest Chicago in December 2017 called The Rise of the Ninjas, a unique methodology for driving SharePoint user adoption. This half-day workshop is going to be perfect for you if you are either already have a SharePoint implementation or an Office 365 implementation at your company, but you're not getting the kind of user adoption, the user engagement, the users that are thrilled to be leveraging the platform. If your user adoption is lackluster or almost non-existent, this half-day workshop is going to give you a ton of practical tips and techniques for being able to engage your users in a positive way to help deliver strong business outcomes with the platforms. If you're new to SharePoint or Office 365 and are coming looking for ways to be able to build a really compelling user adoption strategy, this workshop is also going to be great for you. So during the workshop, we have a lot of ground that we're going to be covering in only a few hours. We're going to start off by taking a look at a couple of case studies related to typical storylines that happen at different companies regarding user adoption of SharePoint. The first one is the classic Wild Wild West. As the name sounds, this can be a chaotic, ungoverned, grown exponentially type of environment with users that tend to be undereducated or uneducated about the feature sets that are available to them and really don't have the type of programs to really help support and nurture them in their growth and knowledge of the platform to be able to really adopt it well. So we're going to talk about practical tips and techniques for how you can turn around a Wild Wild West environment into something that is well governed, that leverages education and mentoring and ends up building communities of practice with your user base to really enable them to leverage the platform and really turn it into an environment that drives business value. Second case study we're going to look at is what I like to call the overgoverned and under-inspired. And in this case, we're going to look at some environments where we have overly stringent governance guidelines that really end up handicapping the users and robbing them of the opportunity and the excitement about being engaged in SharePoint and Office 365. We'll talk about practical tips and techniques for driving more effective governance that actually provides a compliant environment while also inspiring the passion behind your users to be able to start engaging in SharePoint and Office 365 technologies to really drive value to their businesses. So we're also going to take a look during the workshop on user adoption methodologies that can really work in your organization. You're actually going to leave the session with an ability to create a user adoption continuum and understand what types of programs you need to invest in to really form your user adoption strategy, and then to help to really implement that strategy and to mature that strategy, and what types of user adoption programs are best designed for the stage of life that you're currently in your user adoption continuum. We're going to talk about education and mentorship programs, take a look at how several companies have implemented training curriculums at their companies. We're also going to take a look at just an idea generator behind successful user adoption campaigns at different companies, why they worked, how it ties into the company culture, and where it belongs on that user adoption continuum to really have the most effective change and to drive the most effective change on the part of the company. We're going to talk about the SharePoint Ninja program that's become a really popular example of user adoption maturation success. I'll give you details behind how that program was implemented and adopted to really be able to drive a unique methodology and a unique skill set of trained ninjas to really help push that adoption along. And then we're going to talk at a very high level about innovation games. I'll be showing you an innovation game, how it can help you to build shared understanding among your users, and how you can facilitate that innovation game back at your company to help you define your requirements as you move forward. So I hope you'll join me for this half-day workshop. It's coming up on Tuesday, December 5th. It's right away in the morning, first opening day of workshops at SharePoint Fest Chicago. Hope to see you there. Bye.